Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So today's tutorial is on how to make this maxi dress, a two-color maxi dress with a waist belt. And we just happened to stumble upon this video. Welcome to my channel. And on this channel I make modest outfits such as maxi dresses, abayas, jilbabs, hijabs. And if that's the kind of content you're looking for, do well to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to tap the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be working with 2 yards or 2 meters blue crepe fabric. And I'm going to be using 1 yard or 1 meter white fabric. So the measurements needed for this tutorial is our back measurements. And I'm making use of my own measurements. Then the bust, the waist, the hip, and then the gown length. So I did the conversion to centimeter, so you can check it out. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my highest body circumference, which is the hips for me, and that's 34 inches. So I'm just going to add 20 inches to it. So that will give me 54 inches. So what I'm going to do is for my blue fabric, I'm going to cut out 54 inches and then I'm going to fold it into 4. So I'll just go ahead and do that. So after folding into 4, I'm going to have this. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gown length and I'm going to subtract 17 inches from it, or 43 centimeter. So that means I'm going to be chalking 38 inches to 97 centimeter, and that will be for my upper parts. So I'll just go ahead and mark that. After which I'm going to cut it out. So after cutting it, I'm going to have one piece for my upper piece and then the other piece for my sleeve cutting. So I'll just put that aside. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to start inserting my horizontal measurements. So the first thing I'm inserting is my armhole divided by 2, which is 8 inches. And then I'm going to connect all that points. After which I'm going to take my waistline, which is 15 inches or 38 centimeter. And then I'm going to connect that also. So the next one I'm going to insert is my hip line, which is 24 inches or 60 centimeter. So I'll just go ahead and mark that. And then I'm going to connect that. So after marking all my horizontal measurement, the next thing is just to start inserting my measurements. So the first measurement I'm going to insert here is my shoulder divided by 2, which is 7.5 inches or 19 centimeter. Then I'm going to insert it at my armhole point also. Then I'm going to make a vertical line with it. Then I'll just go ahead and insert my bust divided by 4. Then I'm going to be adding 3 inches allowance to it because I want it to be free. Then at my waist also, I'm going to insert my waist measurements and I'm going to add 3 inches. Then my hip, I'm going to divide that by 4 also, and then I'm going to add 3 inches. After which I'm going to connect all the points using my hip curve. So after connecting the point, the next thing I'm going to do is just to take my neckline. And then for my neck, I'm using 3 inches by 4 inches. So that is 8 centimeter by 10 centimeter. So I'm just going to connect that. Then I'm going to take my shoulder slope, which is 1 inch. I'll just come down there by 1 inch and then I'm going to connect it to my neckline. After which I'm just going to form my armhole. So what I'm just going to do now is just to cut it out. I'm going to open it. After cutting, I'm just going to open it up. We are going to have this. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove one piece, which will be for the back piece, and then leaving the other piece for the front piece. I'm just going to trace out the front armhole. So I'll just go ahead and mark half an inch or 1 centimeter there, and then I'm going to make the front armhole deeper. So I'm just going to trace that out. So what I'm going to do next is to open up one piece, then place the other piece on it, and then I'm going to stitch this shoulder. Then I'm going to stitch the sides. So I'm done stitching that, turning it to the right side now. So on the right side, this is what I'm going to have. So we'll just go ahead and start working on the lower piece. So for the lower piece, I folded the fabric into two, and that part is about 19 inches or 48 centimeter, and it is 60 inches or 152 centimeter long. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide the fabric into two. So after dividing the fabric into two, I'm just going to place it right side facing each other, and then I'm going to join the two pieces together to form a longer piece for the ruffle. So I did that already. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the circumference of the lower parts of my gown. So I'll just take my tape around the down parts there. So after measuring that, I have 53 inches or 135 centimeter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass a thread of 53 inches or 135 centimeter, and I'm going to start using that to gather up my ruffle. So you can actually use your matching gathers to gather it, but I'm going to be using this. So I'll just go ahead and start passing my needle in. So after gathering it, so I'm just going to use my hand to evenly distribute it. So after doing that, I'm going to have this, and that's my needle edge. So what I'm going to do now is just to attach my ruffle to my upper piece. So I'll just go ahead and place it right side facing each other, and I'm going to attach it to all the down parts there. So after attaching, we should have something like this. So the next thing we are just going to do is to cut out our sleeves and then our waist belts. So this is from the remaining fabric. I'm just going to split that into two, so I can have two pieces for my two sleeves. So I'm just going to fold this fabric into two, And then for the length of this fabric, I have 25 inches. Then on fold, I have 8 inches for the braids. The reason why I have 25 inches is because I have to include extra inches for the attachment of the elastic. So for my round sleeve measurement, I'm going to be using 7 inches. And then I'm going to insert the same thing also at the wrist part. So that's 7 inches or 18 centimeter. So I'm just going to make my sleeve curve, and then I'm going to connect the point. So after connecting, I'm going to have this. So I'm just going to cut this out. So after cutting, we should have this. I'm just going to notch the midpoint. After which, I'm going to open it up, and then I'm going to create my elastic opening. I'm just going to create an opening for my elastic. So I'll just go ahead and do that. So I created my sleeve opening, my elastic opening already. So I have that. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking an elastic that is exactly my wrist measurements. Then with the head of a safety pin, I'm just going to insert my elastic. So after fixing our elastic, we should have something like this. So I'll just go ahead and do the same to the other sleeve, and then I'm going to stitch both sides. I did that already, and I'll just go ahead and join the sleeves. And then for the waist belts, I just cut out a fabric of 80 inches by 4 inches or 2 or 3 centimeter by 10 centimeter. So what I'm going to do now is just I'm going to fold the fabric into 2, and then I'm going to stitch on it. The next thing is just to join the sleeve to the dress, and then this is the waist belt. Did that already. So to join the sleeve, you just place the fabric right side facing each other, and then I'll just go ahead and stitch it on around like that. Then I'll do the same to the other sleeve also. And then I'm going to hem the neckline. So I'll just go ahead and fold it twice and then hem it. So I'm done joining the sleeve, hemming the neckline, and then that's the waist belt. So the next thing I'm just going to do is to hem the lower piece of the dress. And this is the final outcome of the maxi dress. I hope you find the tutorial helpful. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you really like this video, please subscribe to my channel. And if you have any question, you can drop it in the comment section. And any suggestion, addition, subtraction, anything, you can drop it in the comment section. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next tutorial, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.